Okay, so, hi, and first of all, before anything, I'd like to point out that this video gives me a list, and I don't really have a list in real life, I promise. Anybody that's talked to me can tell you, because that's one of my pet peeves, and it really gets on my nerves, even if people can't control it. So I'm going to attempt to do this again, and last night I tried to do it, but, I couldn't upload the video, so I gave up, and I got pissy, and I deleted it, because I'm an impatient person. And, well, yeah, well, so here I go again. Patricia wanted me to talk about her, so I'm going to. And hi, Patricia. I love you. You're fucking amazing, and you're beautiful. And you're really good at taking pictures. And, yeah, you're pretty awesome. I won't lie, I'm kind of buzzed, and I got high earlier, so I'm, like, all over the place here. But, what I did last night was talk about relationships, love, sex, and all that whole thing. But, you don't have to take what I say seriously, because I'm not in a relationship right now, and I'm single, and that's saying something. But, well, and I have a panda hat on, and who can take somebody seriously that has one of these on, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. When it comes to relationships, I think that 95% of the time they're all shit, and that people date each other because they're lonely, and that's not the way to go at all, especially if you want something real. I think that the greatest relationships come unexpectedly, and the greatest people that you'll meet in life come unexpectedly. Come unexpectedly. I see a lot of you guys in and out of relationships, like a different boyfriend or girlfriend every week, and I can't do anything but sit back and laugh about it, because I don't get how you guys' mind works, because that's not how mine works. I mean, I can't really say much because I just got out of a relationship like, 2 or 3 days ago with some guy I was dating, but we didn't have anything in common at all, and I don't even know why necessarily I was dating him. But I think that you shouldn't rush into anything, because you'll regret it in the long run, and that goes for sexual intercourse too. Don't fuck anything with a pulse just because you're dating them, because you will regret it, and you're going to have a lot of regrets in life. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, and I don't think that sleeping with somebody should have to be one of them, because that's how the names get started, and guys don't normally get called names, but, you girls, listen to me. You don't want to be called a whore. I don't care how self-confident you think you are. After a while, it's going to break you down, and you're going to hate yourself. And, I'm speaking from self-experience, even though I'm not a whore, and I know I'm not a whore. But, you know, life's a lot easier when you don't have anything in your vagina, and that's all I'm going to say. Somebody tries to get you to have sex with them, and they use the, well, if you love me, you do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Say, well, then I guess I don't love you then, and walk out of the room. Keep your pants on. Keep everything away from your vagina, please, because I hate to see all you girls and guys fighting over, oh, well, she's a whore, well, she's a dick. Well, a week ago, she wasn't a whore and she wasn't a dick when your dick was inside of her vagina. That's all I have to say. Don't get into a relationship just because you're lonely. You'll regret it. That's how people end up getting hurt, and who wants to be hurt? Nobody. As far as love goes, unless you feel it in here, take extreme caution if you're proceeding with somebody that you don't initially click with. If you really want to try with somebody, go ahead and try for it, but you have to approach with complete caution when you're doing that with somebody that you don't necessarily mesh well with. But if it feels right, as far as I go, I'll let myself free fall when that happens, and it hasn't necessarily happened to me yet, but when it does, I'm gonna go into it blind and see what happens, and just fall and let myself fall until I either get caught or I smack my face on the ground, which is probably going to be the second one, but risks can't hurt sometimes. Hmm. And another thing that really bothers me is cockiness. Don't be cocky, just be confident. And there is a difference between the two. Thinking you're the shit and knowing that you're good at something are two completely different sides of the spectrum. And I can't stand when somebody's cocky. It really, not to quote Peter Griffin, but it grinds my gears, alright? I can't stand people who put themselves on a pedestal, and I'll tell you why you shouldn't put yourself on a pedestal, because when the higher that you raise yourself, the longer you're going to fall. And when you hit the ground, it's not going to be fun. You're going to feel like shit. And I don't know this from personal experience, because my ego is like the size of a fucking peanut. And not because people don't compliment me, because I have people tell me I'm pretty, and I have people tell me I'm smart and all these other things. I just don't let it go to my head, because I know I know what the kind of person I am, and I know that if I let them do that, that it'll blow my head up like a fucking balloon. And when I find out I'm not so great, I'm not going to be too happy, and I'm sure that nobody is. So please learn the difference between those two things. Also, your and you are two completely different words, and put an apostrophe in there. It can't fucking hurt, you know. Your is possessive, like, oh, this is your stuff, or you're stupid. You are stupid. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. That shit gets on my goddamn nerves, and I'm tired of it. Just learn it, please, for me. Now that I'm talking about serious stuff, I'm going to put my panda hat back on, because, well, it's a panda hat, and I like it. Gives me character. I'm not really doing much tonight. I'm really bored, and you don't have to watch this video, and I'm not expecting you to. And if you sat through this far, I'm actually surprised, because, I mean, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I can't remember what the fuck I've talked about. So, like I said, I'm buzzed, so I'm all over the place. Anyway, the way that I look at love, and I've already talked about this before, but I never have anything organized, so please bear with me, is love is like the first snowfall in winter for me. It's all pristine and beautiful, but you never expect the bone chill that's going to ensue after a while. I was talking to somebody, I've been talking to somebody for this past week, and he told me that if something is forced, or it feels forced, then it doesn't seem real, or it's not real. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, because I've been thinking a lot about it. And, well, yeah, that's basically it. Just, if something's going to happen, then it's going to happen. And you shouldn't have to force it to make it happen, because when you force things and make them happen, it's true. They don't feel genuine, and they don't feel authentic. And, I don't really know what else to say to you guys, except, I don't know, have a good night and be safe. I think I'm the only one that's alone on a Saturday night in my room doing nothing, making video, because I have nothing better to do. But if I'm not, watch it. Yeah. Have a good night.